Hello, welcome to Juhl Media. Hi, my name is Ching Juhl. Let me put the headphone on. Yes, so today I'm going to talk about violin, viola, and I also have an five-string electronic violin. Now, my guest supposed to be here, Amanda Marasco. She is not feeling well. So I am doing this solo show and I will see her some other time, maybe next month. So many of you asked me a question, says, what is the difference between a violin and viola? So, and there's so many jokes around about viola jokes, and I'll tell you why. So there's one joke is viola burns longer. So that just shows viola is a little bit bigger, right? More wood, so it burns longer. Um, Now, in terms of violin, the similarity between viola and violin we're going to talk about is that violin has four strings. Yeah, the highest string is E, A, D, G. Yeah, they're all tuned in fifth. Yeah, one, two, three, four, five, fifth. Fifth is considered one of the very uh, harmonized um, interval. So you often hear people tuning, right? In the orchestra, it goes tune to A and then tune A to D. Yeah, if it's out of tune, right? If I intentionally make it out of tune, this is not a tune too. So I will make it in tune. Yeah. So when it's in tune, it feels simply comfortable. Yeah. Hi, Sean. Sean is here, and thank you, Sean, for supporting your mama. Hey, Sharkfin, how are you? Ni hao ma? So I was just saying, violin has four strings, right? And the same thing as viola. Viola also has four strings. So I have a viola right here. I'll show you. Now I'm gonna put this down, and then I'm going to show you. This is viola. Yeah. So the similarity is viola also has four strings. Yeah. The highest is eight. Okay. So now it's also tuned in fifth. So viola has a C string. Yeah. Violin, the lower string is G. Yeah. So that is the similarity is four strings, but they're different strings. Viola has a so my space is kind of small, so it's kind of hard to see. Now, the way we measure the instrument is measure its back. Yeah. So back is like this, right? This is the back. It is from this tail piece. There's a piece called tail piece right here. Yeah. So viola or violin looks like a person. This is the tail, tiny tail, and then goes to here. So we measure from this point and to this point. So if I have a ruler, where's my ruler? Oh, eh, where'd it go? It's somewhere here. Sorry. This screen is all right. So I had it here somewhere. Yeah. So viola is about 2 inches longer, yeah, than violin, and you can see from. I have to show you. Well, I'll show you the front. It's easier. So if you would see right the side by side, yeah, go this way. The screen is too small. And so basically, violin is like a 2 inches or 3 inches smaller than the viola, because viola has very different sizes. Violin has like pretty much 4/4 means full size, and then for beginners you have 1/32 and 1/16, 1/8. Then you move on to 1/4, right? A quarter inch. And then you also have like 3/4, and then 7/8, and eventually goes a full size. So, but viola is much bigger. Violin size, say if it's a 13 inches in the back, viola could be 15 inches. That's considered a small. This is a 15-inch viola. Actually, no, I take it back. This is 16-inch viola. Yeah. So, and then Sean is playing on a 16 and 5/8, so which is bigger. Yeah. And then some. So supposedly, the bigger the body, the more sound one creates. So you want to have not too small a viola. Yeah, I have another viola. It's a 15-inch. The sound is much smaller. So yeah. So now, so we know the four strings and we know the strings are different, right? Viola only is 5 notes lower than violin, but you can really feel the alto sound. Yeah. And if I would play, this microphone is a little too close to me. I'm going to move this a little bit this way. Okay. So I hope you can still hear me. So if I play C string, right? That's a C string on viola. And then on violin, we have G string as the lowest. Yeah. And you can hear this. Yeah. So if I want to play something sentimental, hey, how are you, Louis? Hey, Kat. Thanks for coming to support me. Okay, so let's see. So I should play violin higher. So I'm playing on the viola bow actually, and actually viola bow is different from violin bow. So I feel uncomfortable. What I just did is because it's a little bit heavy. So say a viola bow, if it's about 67 gram, and a violin bow, I would say 59 or 60. So this is a violin bow. It looks a little thinner. I don't know, you can tell. And in terms of length, if I put this, right, this is called the frog. Frog. I don't know why I call frog. That is a very good question. So when I move to here and look, yeah, turn around. So the viola bow is a little bit longer. Do you see that? Right? And it's lighter. So when I need to play on the violin, I use a violin bow. And this is what is this bow? I think this is a French bow. Yeah, I bought in an auction. And French makes the best bow. Do you know that? Italian makes the best violin and string instrument. Yeah. So the Italians are, what is it? They invented, that's the violin at the beginning. I guess it was about 1500, 1550. Violin was invented, and it was from Italy. So they have tradition of making violin. Yeah. Okay, so I just played something. This is it's called "Lover's Greeting" by Edgar is an English composer. I love this piece. And during COVID, a lot of people play this just to comfort others. Guess what? COVID is still going on, right? Just be careful. I don't know if I want to go out to a big crowd. I mean, Sean and I were gonna take a plane um, next Wednesday. I'm a little skeptical about that now because I hear so many people get sick. I'm gonna turn around my headphone. I think because this one's supposed to be. Let's. So this headphone's been with me for so long. It's already broken, but it it is a really wonderful headphone. It's the cheapest um, professional headphone you can find. Yeah, Auto Technique. All right, so where's my viola bow? Here's my viola bow, right? I'm gonna just play a little bit. Yeah. So you can hear the difference. Same key. One is much higher, one is lower. So, yeah, the difference is viola is five notes lower than violin. Viola is about 2 inches, could be 3 inches bigger, and it requires much more actually weight when you move your bow on the string, and it's more work. Because I've been playing the violin for a while, for the last few years, just teaching and playing, and now I'm practicing viola again. I was a viola major, and I was like, oh my god, viola is so much work to make it sound good because it's bigger and vibration is slower. Yeah, the same material, if you play on the violin and the viola, you will feel the difference. The violin is much easy to pronounce, and viola is harder to make it the sound smooth. But I love the sound of it, and I remember, I don't know if I told you how I became a violist. When I was younger, I played the violin. I studied with all pretty much all violas started on violin, right? Very few people say started on viola. Even they started on viola, they're just playing on the violin, tuning differently, So I'm moving this a little closer so I can talk without screaming. And I was playing violin in youth orchestra in China, in Shanghai, and I heard my conductor told a student, she's also a friend of mine actually. She didn't get into the orchestra, and the conductor said, if you play the viola, you can join us. So I heard that, and I was like, what is a viola? Because I've never exposed uh, by what is a viola. So every time when we have rehearsal, when we have a break, I will go to the viola, principal viola, and I would say, can you let me play your instrument? So I did that for a while, and then I read, because viola is to read alto clef, violin is to read treble clef. So let me find out what is alto clef for you. So and yeah, uh, let's see, alto cleft, uh, yeah, alto cleft. What does it look like? Ah, look at this. So yeah, and where was I? Okay, yeah. So uh so I I was like, I told my conductor, I said, oh, I know how to play the viola now. And so the orchestra actually has had a viola to rent to student. Yeah. So I became a violist because of that. And it's pure how what would I say? I was just curious about what viola was, and then when I hear the sound, I really liked the alto sound, and it's very. They say the alto is very close to human voice, right? So do you see that? This is a viola cleft. Yeah. It looks like no, this one it looks like a little how do I say? It looks like a 3 number, but it's not really. Yeah, and but there's two uh straight line on the left side, and the first one is thicker, the second one is thinner, right? And then this, yeah. So it's actually very pretty. And treble clef is like this one. You all know, right? That's a treble clef. And then bass clef is right here. That's a bass clef, which string bass reads, cellist read, and cellist also sometimes. I think they read not alto clef. It's another clef, the in between alto and the bass clef. There's another clef. So anyway, where was I? So let's talk about. Let me get rid of this one. And so yeah. Uh, so violin level is always very high compared to viola. So viola is like a second, it's like a second citizen or cousin of violin, and sometimes they say stepchild of violin because historically great composers wrote many great repertoire for violin. So at the level of violin playing also, when you have great repertoire and the level is higher, right? You perform great music, and then it stimulates the level of performance also. So where viola is, first of all, it is a middle voice instrument. It was designed just for as like a bridge between violin and cello, right? In the orchestra or in the ensemble, both settings. So for instance, in string quartet, you have violin one, violin two, and then viola, and then cello. So viola do not always get to play a lot of solo sections, whereas first violin gets to play most of it. And in orchestra situation too, in symphonic music, violin sits outside of the orchestra. You never see first violin sits inside. Why? Because they carry a lot of melodic lines. They are kind of like the main character of the troupe of the band, right? And because they have high pitched instrument, also it penetrates better, projects better, right? So there were not enough great repertoire written for viola solo. So the viola level, performance level, is not as high as the violin and the cello. So there's so many funny viola jokes. And if you type in Google, say viola joke, uh, I'll show you. Okay, you can also type viola Viola jokes. And for a long time ago, Viola jokes part one. There must be a part two. So it's like many pages. Yeah. So let's see. Oh yeah, I'm reading one of them. Okay, I can memorize a couple of them. Right. One of them I'm pretty mean. What is the difference between a viola and a trampoline? Do you know that? You want to type in if you know it? I'll wait for you to type in, okay? So I'll tell you another one. How is lightning like a viola's fingers? How is the lightning like a viola's fingers? Neither one strikes in the same place twice. That is so mean. uh, how do you keep your violin from getting stolen? Put it in a viola case. Anyway, so it's like it goes on and on and on. Yeah, but it's okay for a violist telling viola jokes, right? And if violinists tell viola jokes, then violas will get kind of mad. So yeah, and then there's like a really mean. What do you do with the dead violist? Move him back a desk. That's not very funny. Move him back a desk. But anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, but things gets very different. Starting, I would say, late, early 20th century, composers start to write great works for viola soloist. So the level is much higher, and like Shostakovich wrote viola sonata. Paul Hindemith, a German composer, wrote many sonatas, solo sonata for viola, viola for piano, and orchestra, concerto. So he wrote many. If I'm not mistaken, he wrote like 11 works for viola. So he himself is a violist. So yeah, and the level, yeah, I can actually play you a little bit something by Paul Hindemith. And Hindemith, some of his work is very, a little bit atonal. Do you know what does that mean? Atonal means it's not tonal, means it's a little clashy. Uh, Atonal is opposite of tonal music. Tonal music is that music has a key coming back to the tonic note. This is tonal music. Uh, Come back to the door. Yeah, this is a G. So and atonal would be, yeah. I'm just making it up. So it's not coming back to the tonic note. It's intentionally to create this clash. Yeah. Um, Now Paul Hindemith, uh, some of his music is very tonal, some is not. Yeah. Let me try to find a Hindemith. Sean played actually. Um, Sean did a very good job in his graduate recital. Sean is my son. He is watching us right now. And let's see, where are you? I'm having a hard time finding it. So let me go back again. Yeah. So what else? Viola. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Play in the myth viola sonata. So yeah, there's so many great. Oh, this one is very lyrical. The one of my favorite. Yeah, favorite. Okay, so I found this and I am going to present this. And today, I'm supposed to talk with my friend, screenwriter Amanda, but she's sick. So I just sort of switched the key to talk about music. Yeah. So this is Sean playing Hindemith Viola Sonata, Opus 11, number 4. What does this mean? Opus 11, number 4. These are just the catalog number written or organized by the publisher. So if it's opus 25 means after 11, right? So it's not, I don't think the composer wrote these things like Beethoven, has this opus, opus 9 number 1, opus 9 number 2 and number 3. So it's all these are the organizational thing where it's like the publisher needs to have these numbers. So this is beautiful. And you guys hear me? This computer now let me. Beautiful. That was beautifully done, Sean. So Sean's situation we could talk about is also Sean started to play the violin when he was 5, way ahead of me. I started when I was 11, and Sean had a really great teachers all the way through through now. Yeah, all his teachers really great. And I introduced to him at the very beginning when he was 4 years old, and because I know how to teach Suzuki method. Dr. Suzuki is a Japanese educator. In the 70s, his method is very famous. He at the beginning actually he made children's mother to learn first. So the mother needs to learn how to play the violin for 6 months, and then the child will go to have lesson with the mother together. And so he also believes Suzuki method, which is a slight. Well, actually, the basic of playing is pretty similar, but the philosophically is very different from Western or say European way of learning. Is that Suzuki believe children as young as 2 years old can study violin, piano, or any instrument, and he does not. He's not only interested in grew musician. He is interested in raising good human being. He believes that a musician or a person can play the instrument, they eventually will become a good audience and art supporter. So they don't need to all becoming a protege, becoming concert instrumentalist or competition winner, stuff like that. So, and also Suzuki's method, one major thing is very different from the traditional classical way of training is he emphasizes the listening. So you're supposed to listen a piece like, gazillions of times before you play. So you already know where the notes are, where the melodies are. And it actually has a lot of value in that because when you listen and you are learning orally, and you're not relying on just looking at the notes and the notation. Yeah. But then the shortcoming of this method is that a lot of kids when they become 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old, when they join the school orchestra, they don't know how to read music. So the modern Suzuki method is that they incorporate um, reading music. When the child can read music, I would say 7 or 8 years old, we will let them read. So eventually they know how to play orchestra and ensemble. So I think that makes sense. So anyway, that's about Suzuki. And why do I know that? Because when I was in university studying viola, at the Indiana, I also took how to teach children how to play violin, and the teacher has had a Mimi Tsai is our teacher. She has a like combination of Western method and Suzuki method. Then when I came to New York City, I actually went to study in a school. It's called what is it called? School for Strings. Yeah, in 50 some street and Ninth Avenue. They are exclusively teaching Suzuki method. So I was curious. It's like why, why this thing is so good. So yeah, I really like it. So thank you so much. I wanted to acknowledge some people in here. Thank you, Kat, and thank you, Sharkfin. Thank you, Louis, and thank you, Sean, and thank you, people who are listening, not writing comments, which is fine. Yeah. So let's see if any questions I can answer. Let me know. Sharkson says, interesting talk about violin viola body length. Ching, with a guitar, the neck length and number of frets are the distinguishing facts. Almost no one talks about body size, acoustics, or electrical. Yeah, and Shakfin says also the thickness of the guitar neck and action height of strings of the neck are different. Yes, yes. A thinner neck allows better reach and faster, easier playing, especially for players with smaller hand. Exactly, that's very good point. And viola, you can see the finger board. This black thing is called fingerboard. It's thicker, right? Compared to violin. Um, this is the violin. It's definitely smaller. Yeah, you can tell, right? It's smaller. Um, yeah, and the neck, this violin neck definitely is less big, and this, this is less, and here the violin, and yeah, the string length. Also, we talk about string length, right? String length is coming from the bridge. Yeah, all the way to actually string length is coming. Let's see, it should be like from free here to here. Yeah, string length. So the longer the longer, how do I say, the longer the string length, um the finger, let me see, string length is shorter is easy to play. String length longer, that means, sorry about banging into my microphone. String length longer, that means you have to spread your finger more. Yeah. And now I haven't showed you my other toy, uh the the electronic violin. So about, I think in 2015, I don't remember what made me to get this instrument. I don't remember. Yeah. So I bought this thing. I did a little research online, and there's many different brands. Yamaha has a brand, and some other name I don't remember. Zeta. This one is a bridge. I think I like the shape. This shape. The other Zeta, even either they're like too bulky, very macho looking, like a piece of a weapon, looks like. And so I got this, and so the body here is really a synthetic piece of thing. It's not a wood. So and you plug into the back. There's a plugging, right? And then the other side I plug into a speaker. I have three different kind of speakers. One is very big, very heavy. One is medium, makes lots of different sound, and the other is just a small, very small box. I can carry it. Like I played recently with Antoine Wend in Times Square. Yeah, about 2 months ago, and yeah, it's not very loud. But it's better than nothing. Yeah. Okay, so this is a bowl. The bowl of a synthetic. This is a synthetic bowl. Um, yeah, you can really tell. Yeah, but it's less flexible if you compare with the wood bowl. like this violin bow, you know. Yeah. And the I'm showing you the tip. Where's the tip? Yeah. So yeah, it's very well made. Yeah, looks beautiful, beautiful craftsmanship. And where you look at this, uh, it's just kind of very machine like. This bow I bought from Amazon for like $70. Yeah, and a good violin bow. It's anywhere between 1,500 to 30,000. Yeah. And this is a French bow I bought a few years ago in an auction. Um, I don't know. I think I bought it for $4,000. Yeah. So so I'm pretty happy with this bow for electronic. Okay. So this is electronic. Oh, I think I need to. Oh yeah. By the way, just two parts. Something you may need to know. You may want to know, or you may like to know. This is called chin rest. That's what I put my chin on it. Without this, is a little bit hard to hold. But in Baroque time, yeah, 1600, Baroque instrument does not have chin rest. So the way they hold is slightly different, and they can hold right here. They put the chin directly contact with the instrument, and their bow is different too. The way they play is different. It's much more gentle and not very forceful. Their string is different. They use gut string. Yeah. So the gut string is much more subtle. And another equipment on the violin you may have heard is called shoulder rest. This is a shoulder rest. Yeah. So without shoulder rest, it's kind of hard for me to hold, or for many people, because look, this is right. I mean, first of all, there's a wire here, so it's kind of awkward. So I will put the shoulder rest right here. Okay. Shoulder rest came with many different brands. This one is pretty standard, called Kun, Kun, Mr. Kun from Canada, and he's like the mega cone master. And yeah, I think Mr. Cone passed away already, but his corporation is huge. So so now I can possibly hold. Otherwise, there is a gap between my shoulder and the instrument. So my speaker's right over there. Yeah, it's a little distance. Yeah, so it's a little hard for me to hear. You know why? Because I'm wearing a headphone. So I'm not listening. I can't listen to that. I can't hear that speaker very well. Plus, it's about, I don't know, 5, 6 feet away from me. So, yeah. So the difference is that it vibrates through this bridge and somehow this body, and there is two little things here. You can adjust the volume, and then yeah, and so it itself. There's another part right here, has a little button. There's a battery over there. If that battery is not there, it's not gonna sound. So I like it because I can go to the park and to just mess around. Yeah. Or somebody's party. Yeah. When I go play, if I play acoustics violin, it will be too soft. So I'll show you a little bit something on my yeah, I went to jazz ball the other day and played played some pieces on it. And I think the shorts. I'll show you, like, I did a shorts with Anton. Let's see, in the park. Oh yeah, this is really wild. Okay, so oh, this one. Okay, summertime. Okay. Okay, so stop, and I need to go to us, and then go to screen share, and then so this is unfortunately that day when we went to a club and my wire plugging into their system did not really work. So, but you can just see what's look like. The audio wise, it's very soft. Okay. Okay, so this is not a good representation. Okay, let me go back. Anyway, so yeah, I was wondering, like, you guys, have you guys heard any any electronic string instrument? Have you? So, oh yeah, this is a wonderful world. Wait. Sorry. Okay, this one I was jamming with the. Yeah, I like that one. I was jamming. I wanted to play "What a Wonderful World" next time in China, like in 2 weeks. So I've been listening to all kinds of "Wonderful World." Right, this girl, her name is Sarah, uh, uh, Sarah Kroger. Kroger, yeah, and she sang this version. Sorry, she sang this version is very very different, very original, so I start to jamming with her. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know how to go back to the beginning.
I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed they are, sacred night, and I think to myself, what
Yeah, so that's the I post shorts on my YouTube shorts, so when you get a chance, please watch my YouTube shorts. Yeah, and mostly about music. Now, I want to share, since I'm already here, I want to share another thing with you is that we're going to play on September 9th. Sean and I were going to China and with my stepmom, which is my teacher, and then also Sean's cousin. We're going to play a concert with the four violists. And one of the pieces is a Chinese folk song, and this is the Chinese folk song we're going to play, but it's not played by us yet. This is similar, it's a same song, but this was played by my trio a few years ago, a live performance. Yeah, and it's a very happy, what do I say, happy tune and very festivity like. Okay, so let me make it bigger if I can. Yeah. Okay. So at the beginning I was singing, so I'm gonna skip the singing part. Okay. Uh, I'm just gonna go play. Okay. Okay. Yes. So, yeah. How do you like it? Let me pull there's a lot of lots of comments. Yeah. Mm, yeah. So, cause I can only imagine how eager Sean might have been to learn as a little one after seeing you play. I don't know. Hi, Sean. What do you say? Uh, so magical as a child to see music being made. Yeah, I remember when my string trio. I came to New York first. I came to New York 24 years ago, and then I formed my string trio. The trio you just saw called Jade String Trio. We used to rehearse in my house, and well, Sean was just born not long ago, so I just put Sean in the middle of three of us, and we would just rehearse. Sometimes we rehearse for 3 hours. So he got his dosage long time ago. Yeah, and what style do you play? I grew up on rock roll, but I appreciate many styles. Uh, oh, are you talking about cat, right? Oh yeah. So, what is your style? Uh, do you find the action much different on electronic violin as guitar person? That's a different. Actually, I find that the action electronic violin is much easier because I don't have to force too much. Um, it because it does it for me. On the acoustics violin, um, I have to still be make effort, I guess. It's right on. It's a little out of tune. So I'm pretty much just play without forcing too much without mm, having my bow. So if you hear this violin, this is a very good violin. Yeah, old violin. Yeah, it's different because the speaker is so far away, so it's kind of the distance creates something different. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, thank you for your question. Hello, hi, who's that? Jordan. Jordan, how are you? Hello from Pittsburgh. Yay. I wonder if Jordan knows Sean. Hi, Jordan. Are you Sean's friend? I love that clip of you playing in the club, Jing. That was like an old audio-wise a disaster. Yeah. So I found this another clip today. I put it on my Instagram. You guys, if you do Instagram, just go on Instagram to see some of my stuff. So yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah. Um, so yeah, can you hear the difference? Like lovely, amazing grace, both versions. I can see what you mean about the effort. Yeah, yeah, the effort is the ball doesn't really, but because this microphone is so close to me right now, and so I can pretty much play effortless because it's so close. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So I don't have to make much effort of talking. Yeah. So yeah, anybody else have any questions? So overall, playing the viola is to me is more effort, and but I love it. I love the sound of it. That's just constantly remind me why I switched to viola at the first place, right? Curiosity. Also willing to not play solo that much. You know, as much as I'm like I'm all over the place, and you know, I am an organizer, but I'm willing to let somebody else play the solo, and I'm just gonna be in the middle, and yeah, and bridge it the other sound, yeah. And as violists, often when you're in an orchestra, you get to hear actually more because you're not that busy. You get to hear other people. You get to hear melodic line, and you get to be adjusting, yeah, making sacrifice of letting other people to shine. Yeah, you have to have that kind of a mentality. Yeah. So yeah, I don't have a whole lot of the viola work I did recently, but I do want to show you something. If you just type right, Ching Juhl and viola, because I haven't really played viola that much lately in terms of performance, you know. Um, and this is like a ridiculously old did, and it's like a very now very clear audio video wise, but you can hear Shostakovich wrote a incredible viola sonata. This was his last work before he died. So I performed this live in Shanghai 100 years ago, and and then it was pretty awesome. And I think this is the third movement. Okay, so just I'll play you a little bit. Oh, welcome to New York City with all the street. Uh, so this video was what do you call digitized from these VHS tape. it was done a long time ago. So okay. Well, thank you for listening. So it's pretty scratchy, but I think the audio is not that bad, right? It's the quality of the video is pretty. Yeah, I have to get out sounding great. uh, Make a great coffee time here. This is like a relaxing, enjoying masterclass in viola and violin. Thank you. Lovely, amazing Grace. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. Do you guys have any questions? Sean, hi, how are you? How are you feeling? How's your practicing going on? So Sean is gonna play on September 9th. He's gonna play his John Robertson viola concerto, the entirety introduced to Chinese musicians because they don't know the piece. And then he's gonna play with his cousin, play a Frank Bridget duel for two violas. It's called Lament. It's an absolutely beautiful piece. Yeah, we're gonna dedicate that to Evan, my late brother. And then I'm gonna play What a Wonderful World on viola, and hopefully I'll do a little bit. Let me play that and then to end our thing. Unless you have more questions, I feel like I can talk about the difference for a while. And basically the major difference is fifth lower, right? Viola lower, and viola should get paid more because it's more difficult to play. I think in the orchestra, violas should pay more than violinists, although they play melody. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna play "What a Wonderful World," and I was gonna play electronic violin. I may not bring that because I may just wanted to concentrate on the viola because we're gonna play quartet. Um, yeah, two Chinese pieces. Yeah. One of them, yesterday I played it. I played it on my Instagram. It's called Jasmine. Yeah, that's just the melody. Now, let me see if I get really close. If it's good or it's too close. Then if I go a little higher, I think maybe it should be higher. So I think it's higher is better, right? Not too close. Okay. So I do a little bit Water from Wonderful World, okay? Now, don't go anywhere yet because I'm just gonna play the same key. Just play one phrase on the violin, okay? So you get to really feel the differences. Yeah. So okay. So, what do you say? So, what is do you like the viola or do you like the violin? Yeah, happy Wednesday. Thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. Oh, that's so cute. Sharkfin says, Ching, you are a wonderful ambassador for the violin, viola, classical music. Even Yo-Yo Ma only has 250K followers on Twitter. And I'm guessing most of those are classical music geeks. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So thank you guys for being here for me and indulging me and being a great listener. Yeah. And yeah, so I'm not sure next Wednesday I could do it because next Wednesday, Sean and I will actually definitely we cannot do it. We're going to be on the plane. So unless we do a live on plane when they have the Wi-Fi. And yeah, so wish me good luck. And maybe I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. I'll do a live in China. and maybe I'll do it in the bong, in the China, the Shanghai bong. Yeah, bong. Yeah, bong. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, yeah, cool. So thank you so much for being here, Kat. Thank you, Louis. Thank you, Mark, and thank you, Sean, and thank you everybody here. And yeah, so people are at home and watching and listening, and yeah, so be happy, and be safe. Don't get COVID. All right. Okay. Bye now. Okay, I'm gonna close the shop. Bye.